even if I'm on my airport, if there are 15 mails from the vessel and one mail from chief engineer, which one do you think I will open first?
Because it's technical, it's important. जहाज को चलाना है.
Good morning, everyone. This is Piyush, and we are at Merchant Navy Decoded. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat,
Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. Okay, guys, today's video is important, so it will be in English because this is for the larger base, larger crowd, maybe international, global level, maybe the discussions are going to happen on this. So, now this is going to be a discussion where I will be against the topic and you will be pro the topic.
Perfect.
So, out here, Piyush Gupta sir is a technical manager who is handling 5 technical superintendents under him, and each one of them is handling 5 ships. So, basically, he's a fleet manager handling 25 ships. And he is pro one thing, that chief engineer should be sending separate mails directly to the superintendent, not via captain. Now this is a debate thing, because at one end, sir, we are taking something, and please, when we are making this video, nobody should get offended. This is not a deck versus engine thing. This is not captain versus chief engineer thing. So please do not take it otherwise. This is a common discussion to make things better, and let's see what sir has to say and what I have to say. Deal,
okay,
sir?
Okay, deal. But I have to say again, I agree to disagree, that some people will definitely get offended whatever you say. So I would say is that change is the only constant, and this change is here to come. I mean, Napoleon used to say that you can stop the invasion of an army, but not an idea whose time has come. And this is the idea which I am pitching today. And why is it I am pitching today is because I have seen the advantages of this idea. Now, when you allow the chief engineer to mail directly to the superintendent, you enjoy 3 very critical benefits. First is that communication delayed is communication denied. So if a chief engineer has to wait that he sends a mail to captain and then captain forwards it to the superintendent, you save time. The second point is that you allow this data to be in a much more refined format. Any mail coming directly from chief engineer, everybody in the office knows this will be a purely technical mail, and it can get a better and faster response. The third advantage is that your chief engineers will be more equipped. They will be more equipped to start communicating. They know how to present the ideas, which I see is a gap right now. Our engineering fraternity, we are very good in technical knowledge, but when they try to come at shore, they find it a big gap where they are unable to express their ideas in emails, in reports. So this is like a training ground for them. And not taking away anything from the captain's authority, I would say that if he is sending a mail directly, he is keeping everything in copy to captain. So he is actually helping and improving the system.
So, chaliye, you have said everything, but I have. So let's talk from the very beginning. Say okay. I'm a captain.
Okay.
And so power is something that everybody wants.
Okay.
Chaliye, I'm a captain.
Okay.
And I feel that this is my ship, and everything going from over here should go through me. Now, okay. What is your... So I'm just putting a few cases.
Okay.
You just take your case on that.
Okay. Now, this is one case where you say that the power is important. Now, there are power can come by 2 ways. If you try to exert power without any benefit to the larger good, to the larger amount of people who you are governing, it is a hollow power. While if you inculcate something good and the power comes through responsibility and through betterment of the things, then it is a very sustainable power, I would say. Now, just to make a small example, let's say a captain wants to say that, okay, everything will go through me. I don't see much benefit there, except that, okay, one person is giving full authority and command, so he can screen, he can say, okay, no, this mail may not be required there. What other advantages are you bringing to the table when you are saying...
Okay, chaliye, sir, because personally speaking, sir, I would love to be pro this, because as a chief engineer, when I was there, I always wanted that there should be a direct connection. Mm-hmm. But there were some disadvantages, I'm just sharing. Not in terms of mail, but definitely in terms of WhatsApp groups that those were formed.
Yes.
I have heard cases where a chief engineer talked to the superintendent and decided to the decar without even informing the master, and ship was at anchorage. So there were a lot of challenges. So out here you're saying anything going and coming is via captain, CC captain, so captain will be knowing. That is
what I am proposing is not diluting the authority of master. please make this very clear in your minds that master has to have overriding authority. Master has to have overriding authority. Why? Because it in case of any master is see in case of any circumstances changing, which changes very fast. Let's say the weather changes, the vessel is at anchor, maybe port change, port agent sends some special mail that no, the regulation has changed, you have to stop this incineration right now or whatever. He is seeing the right picture, he is communicating with various authorities. So one person should be in command. If you make two people in command, it is like inviting trouble. Two brains cannot win a chess game. You have to play from one brain. Too many cooks spoil the food. So similarly here, the authority remains with the captain. What I'm just trying to do is that I'm just trying to ease off some burden from captain's hand by helping him, because chief engineer in his own right, if he is drafting a technical mail, if he is presenting some issue, doesn't need to be waiting that okay, captain takes this mail, then puts his signature and then sends it. It is much more faster, because while the time the superintendent or in office anybody purchaser is reading his mail, at the same time captain is also reading and becoming aware, so the effect becomes faster.
So the three advantages that I can see from a chief engineer's point of view. One is my communication skills will improve, because when as a chief engineer I used to write those mails, I used to write it half-heartedly, sir.
But you have to say pro captain.
Oh sorry, नहीं I have to pro captain, but अभी मैं वैसे जो मैं
but
see,
otherwise you take the pro chief engineer.
नहीं, we will not do that. I'll be pro captain out here. But मैं जो advantages देख पा रहा हूँ, just sharing that way, मतलब out of the pro and
winning this.
नहीं, you have not won. अभी मैं वापस आऊँगा. We'll come. So first is की communication part. Like when I was sending those mails, I was never interested. As a chief engineer, I was never interested in writing mails. I hate writing mails.
Yes.
I used to hate writing mails. So I used to write a half-hearted mail and let captain do the work.
Yes,
so then captain used to reframe everything, make it look nice, presentable, because it was his signature that was coming across. It was coming from his ship, and then he had that accountability, everything. So he used to put a lot of time, and I used to feel, मैं अपनी बात कर रहा हूँ, I used to feel, चले मेरी जान छुटी, I have first thing. But now when the accountability is mine, maybe I'll win out here. मतलब I will be learning this, and maybe if tomorrow I'm looking for a sure job opportunities, this thing will help me. First thing. Second thing is direct communication with the superintendent on the technical aspects will make the communication faster. So going through the captain to the superintendent, from superintendent coming to the captain to the chief here, rather than that it is direct, and it would make the decision making faster. Yes, in loop the captain is there, he can always come to the. So it has become faster. Third thing is now the accountability on the chief engineer's part increases more. Accountability is important because he'll be getting equally paid as much as the captain. Fourth thing, as a captain, if you're a true leader, leadership means delegating. Leadership means overseeing the things. But if people are ready to take the challenge, let them go ahead. And if they're making a mistake somewhere, correcting it. That is what leadership is, right, sir? So a true leader would take it in command. If it is coming through me, and yes, at the end of the day, the ship is mine. If anything goes wrong, because the legal, everything lies on me, legal binding is on me. So nothing should bypass me. But if things are going fine, let me oversee that, and I should be happy that I'm getting those 20 minutes, 50 minutes extra to do something more productive and constructive, right?
Totally.
Agreed. Chaliye. You have won out here. Again, sir, I am a chief engineer, not a captain. So out here, if anybody who feels that this is not right, you are out there to comment on this video. I'll be putting this on LinkedIn. Please write your viewpoints there, because out here there are two chief engineers sitting out here, and we can always have a biased approach.
As a technical superintendent, when I have been here for managing ships for the last 12 years, what I believe is when you come at shore, you remove those shades from your eyes that okay, I was from engine side or I was from deck side, and you start seeing ship as a whole. And so my perspective will of course be non-biased, and I am of course willing to understand any difference of opinion if you guys put in comments. And any which ways, no system is perfect. It is my system which I found very useful, because I was under the unread emails, 1200, 1500 unread emails every day, and that's where I thought that this point was very important. The chief engineer had told us that the generator was not taking load. This has started giving problems.
Sir, give us a case study where you found कि if this would have been the approach, it would have worked fine. A
Yes.
case study.
Okay, like, let's say case study. What happened was there are 1200 unread mails, and every superintendent has that or more, maybe 5,000, sometimes 2,000.
Sir, you're saying this on YouTube, right?
I am saying you check any. I'm challenging you. You open any superintendent's Outlook, and you take a screenshot. People who are working, they will tell you in the comment box. Whoever are listening to us, who are technical superintendents, marine superintendents, their inboxes at any given time has more than 1,000 unread emails. We are working on strict rules. We have at least 50 to 60 rules set in the Outlook that if a mail comes with this subject from the master, it comes in this email folder. If a mail, there are many mails which comes as as their sales mails, which are like new company is formed, we provide these services. They directly go in my ZZZ folder. I have no time to check for these. Only at the time when let's say I have to find a workshop in raw stock who can do aluminium welding, at that time I will search aluminium raw stock vendor, and at that time maybe this ZZZ folder will come into use. Otherwise, and that also will not be coming into use, because at that time I'll go to Google or probably find somebody from a local
So
agent.
1500 emails a day, you cannot see all the emails.
Yes.
So how does this serve the purpose that a mail from chief engineer and a mail from captain?
Okay, now let's say from where does this 1500 emanate from? So it cannot be born today. If I start afresh today as a technical superintendent, what happens? Let's say I have 5 ships. Every day my ship will send me at least 10 to 15 emails.
Minimum.
Let's say minimum. Okay, so 15 into 5 is 75 mails. This is the direct coming from ship. Then there are mails from agents. There are mails from purchase department. There are mails from environment department. There are mails from
Safety department.
Safety department. And these are not only internal mails. Let's say there will be mails from classification society. Okay, this certificate was renewed. This certificate we are sending by email. There will be mails from flag. Oh, your dispensation is coming due. There will be mails from the reports which are the service vendors which have visited this vessel earlier, and they will be sending some reports.
So there'll be so many mails
There will
from
be so many
different.
mails from different sources.
So you cannot see all.
Now I will try to read one by one, but what happens is I try to, or all superintendents try to prioritize, and how to do it? Why is that they will put if a mail is coming from my class, let's say if a mail is coming from class regarding the survey status update, it should come in my important mail folder. Let's say it's one rule. So they will put the email ID of the classification society, and all those mails coming from that email ID will come directly in important folder. Then there will be mails from my bosses, my MD, my general manager. Those of course become top important. Let's say a new philosophy is rolled in the company. Let's say the company decides to go green and they have promoting a project. So these mails will be coming in my inbox, and I have to start preparing a road plan for enrolling this policy fleet wide. So these mails will be also there. Then now in all these mails, let's say the asset which we come back to, this is our asset, the ship, which is the backbone of everything what we are doing. Asset is having some challenge. There will be one challenge. One chief engineer will find, oh, today there was a blackout because my auxiliary engine number 2 could not take full load. When I tried to increase load 350, it gave a blackout. Now let's say some good smartian soul who is very rare in our industry. Many times we see that many defects get passed off under the carpet, and this becomes a challenge only when a third party finds it. Now let's say this is not the case right now. A good chief engineer, very good chief engineer, he detects this. Oh, it could have been a blackout situation, but I have seen that the fuel pressure was dropping. This engine has some problem. He drafts one mail and sends it. If it's come through captain, and the subject is also very important. Let's say he says that auxiliary engine maintenance issues. Now within this 1500 emails, I as a technical manager may or may not read it today. Tomorrow there could be something that I had to immediately travel to another vessel. If let's say I come back after 5 days, I have 7500 emails. So this mail might be lost. But if it's a mail from my chief engineer, there are only 5 chief engineers from one technical superintendent, let's say 25 vessels, 25 chief engineers. I will not be getting everyday mail from
No,
them.
no, no, you will not be getting that.
I will be getting rarely. So in a week, I will be getting, let's say, 50 emails, which is easily doable. Even if I'm on my airport, if there are 15 mails from the vessel and one mail from chief engineer, which one do you think I will open first?
Because it's technical, you know, it's important जहाज को चलाना है.
Yes.
Apart from commercial thing coming
Yeah.
from the captain, which will be important from the charters, you will definitely reach that कि भैया money is important.
And also understand, captain is not only dealing with commercial issues, he is also dealing with sign-on, sign-off, which is equally important. And our culture has that, okay, put technical in copy, put crewing in copy.
So
They even sometimes in some companies, I'm telling you, they put technical in copy. That means all technical superintendents will get this mail. Then they put their personal superintendent's mail as well in copy. So he gets two mails of the same. And I was saying that if you are putting technical in copy, no need of putting the direct person's name. He will anyways get it and it will be on his top inbox. So data overkill and data overflow is a big challenge. You will have to understand this, and how smartly we deal with it, the better and faster work rate will come out of it.
So chalo, I won't say chalo I'm biased. I am pro for it. You win the battle out here. But it is very important from the captain's perspective, from technical superintendent's perspective. What do they think? So guys, as much as this video is ours, it is yours as well. So if any captain is watching this video, any superintendent is watching who is feeling that no, they are completely right to agree to disagree, but put your points across. Maybe I'll write a wonderful LinkedIn article, or maybe on your behalf, I'll fight the battle again.
Yeah, but maybe I will put few points from the other side as well, because
Please, Ali, because I am not the on the side.
See, the system, this system is being followed since years. So our crew, our officers, everybody is accustomed to this. When you bring in a new change, many a times what happens is, let's say a captain drafts a mail, but captain has forgotten to put the correct email IDs. Let's say he sent only to the superintendent. He forgot to put DPA in copy. And then now vessel is thinking, okay, it has already been reported to office. But office, the mail is sitting in one person's inbox, that person is traveling. Now it can create a big situation as well. So that is why I'm saying this, if you put in a new system, it is bound to have challenges. Of course, advantages are there. The fruits are there to pluck. But this might come with some challenges. That is why, and our industry is very conventionally created, structured,
and very slow to change.
Yes.
Very slow to
yeah,
change.
we don't want. See, today I can talk a big deal things, new inventions, new changes here. But let's say I go as a chief engineer to a ship and I sail, maneuvering 1 hour notice. I know my generators have a capacity of 1200 kilowatt. Generator load is 300 kilowatt. What is the first thing I will tell the third engineer who is on watch? Please start second generator. It is ingrained in our veins. We know there is no need of the second generator, but ever since the holy divine time, we've seen that in maneuvering start two generators.
मैं अभी भी करूंगा सर.
We feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
We feel uncomfortable.
अगर कुछ हो गया तो कहाँ जाएं?
We feel jittery. Oh, one generator we cannot.
नहीं. Agree.
So we don't want to take that chance. Our as a conventional industry, we want to be better safe than sorry. Please start the second
Agreed.
generator.
ये तो मैं भी करूंगा सर. I will do.
No matter, every time the service engineer comes, he says, why you running at 200 kilowatt load? It made a damage in long run, the turbine. I say, please don't give me this gyan. I have to run my ship peacefully. And I don't want to make hundreds of forms and hundreds of incident reports in case of something happening during maneuvering with third party involved, with tugs involved, with pilot involved. I don't want to. I want to do my time peacefully, go home. I will run it at 200 kilowatt for the next 2 hours. End of story.
So that means, sir, as a superintendent, your take will be different. Maybe if sir, एक चीज और it is there.
Yes.
So
And
with
as a superintendent, many times I have pushed this theory that what is the problem? You have taken the performance at 700 every time. You know your engines are working fine, and I am giving you authority. You run one generator in maneuvering. I have given authority, but the same books roll back when you are a chief engineer.
Like अगर एक generator पे से it's made to take performance at say 700 kilowatt, you can take. But previous people due to something have taken 500 kilowatt. everybody will make sure that it is being taken at 500 kilowatt only. They will not increase. मतलब generally very few people have taking chances. Even I would not do that personally.
Nobody will take chance, and that is why, because see, finally
अपना time सही से निकल जाए.
Yes, yes.
That is very important. We have come here for 4 months.
Yes.
We have not come here to become Mangal Pandey or take and to make a change and become the blue-eyed boy. We are average people. We want a peaceful time on ship, take our salaries, go back home. That's the take. But it's a superintendent whose ship it is. He'll be handling that ship for years.
Yes.
Anyways, guys. So to all those captains, chief and superintendents who are looking at this video and they got a completely different take, please do comment. And for all those people who support this idea and want to take this a try, thank you very much. Go ahead and do respond. What were the positive outcomes and as well as what were the negative? Sir tried out in his company. It worked out fine. He is happy with it. But I do not know about the others. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. Guys, I hope you like this video. Piyush Gupta sir ke saath, amazing chief engineer, then a technical superintendent for a few years, then a technical manager today, a seafarer who is also an amazing actor. आपको पता है इनकी अपनी एक वेब सीरीज है जिसका नाम है PNP Junction. हाँ, ट्रांजिस्टर वाला PNP Junction. YouTube पे मिलेगी, लिंक इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स है. He has composed a lot of videos as well. ये इनका पैशन है जिसके ऊपर ये दबा के टाइम देते हैं और बहुत अच्छे इंसान हैं. सो शो सम लव यार गाइस. झाजी हैं हम लोग, हमें झाजियों के काम को सपोर्ट करना है. तो लिंक है डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में, जाके एक एक एपिसोड देखो, क्या पता कनेक्शन बने. और कमेंट में बताना जरूर कि क्या अच्छा लगा. जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय माता दी.